Hi guys, this is May Elizabeth. This is my channel. I call it 33.3, frequency 33.3. This is for those of us that align with this frequency, and I do believe there are many of us out there, and we are a bit different. We think a bit differently than the mainstream, and we think a lot differently. And this is my new channel. A little bit about me really fast, my intro. I have for 20 years been working for a company where I fly the rich and famous. I fly those that you know very well, those that are part of the WEF, those who are part of major TV stations, senators, politicians, Hollywood actors, most of them I've flown, all musicians, you name it, I've flown all of them, the 1%, the ones that own and control the world. And actually that's probably what got me started in this line of thinking years ago when I flew one of these people who, come to find out, was a eugenicist. The beginning of the movement back in the 70s, this person had a son who started a very well-known computer business in a garage. And I don't know what I can say yet freely on YouTube, what names I can say, but it's something that has the last name similar to a fence and rhymes with Bates. So that's when I was turned on when I flew this person about a decade ago. And I was told by one of the pilots about the intention of this person, who was just fine with me and friendly, very odd in character and nature, but very friendly. And so this is what turned me on initially, and then I started learning a lot of things, and like many others, just started traveling down these rabbit holes and learning, unlearning rather. And so that is my background, part of my background. I'm also a painter, an artist. I've had an art gallery in the French Quarter in New Orleans, near Bourbon Street. I have a Victorian home built in the 1870s in New Orleans, styled very much like the court of Louis XVI. It's very Marie Antoinette, it's very French, it's gorgeous. I also read a lot of research books delving into the matrix, and if we met, you would not think that probably, but I do. And my background in education is English literature, rhetoric, etymology, and a lot of the origin of linguistics, which I studied in school. And it's really a lot of the reason why I'm creating this channel, because I have some connections that I've made. I know gematria is very popular, and I can see why it's fascinating. I love some like decode your reality and things like this. My thing is more letters. I do feel like the, I hate to say elite, but for lack of a better word, I do feel like they use letters. This is a way of communicating with each other, just like symbols, just like hand gestures, just like numbers. They also use letters, they use wording. I mean, we know some very basic, simple ones, like that are, you know, Santa, Satan. We know just some common everyday words. I do think that they use anagrams. I do think that they mix words a lot. And this is a common practice. So it comes to me, I feel like I get downloads. They're not from me. They're from a higher source. I call it my jellyfish that I'm courted to through the ether. And like some people, they have remote viewing skills, things like that. Mine is my downloads. I have done astral projection, and that's a whole nother video. But one of my biggest things lately is the downloads that I get. So that's why I feel like I'm called to do this. It's to meet like-minded people who maybe to help or say, I've had those thoughts, or wow, I didn't know that. And so we don't feel so alone, because we are alone in comparison with a lot of the normies, NPCs, whatever you want to call them, who can be our family and friends. And this is my first intro video, and I didn't want to make it so long, so I will wrap it there. I just wanted to give you a little background. I do have interesting insight given the type of people I have flown over the years. Most people will never encounter in their lifetimes. It has given me a unique perspective on this world. New Orleans being a very unique place, we're on a ley line here, we have a high energy field, and that background in addition, I've traveled the world, and as a painter, you're always a little bit more insightful, I feel, and emotional and perceptive, and I've always felt that I've had some ESP as well, and I just want to share that with people and get to know other people with similar interests. And I have a lot to say, and this is just the beginning. So, but bear with me while I'm learning how to do video editing, which is not really my forte, but I'm learning. So I'm very much an analog girl in a digital world. Like I think a lot of us on this frequency, we are in the wrong. We're not in the right place. We're not in our world. So it's a bit of an adjustment, to say the least. And I will close this for now, and thank you for listening. More to come.